Hello everyone, this is Will from Apple121. Thank you very much for joining us for this video. We are going to be talking about Best Buy's Black Friday deal. This is something we do every year where we find the best deals for you, for your Apple needs this year. So we're going to focus on the Apple products, but Best Buy has released this and they are going for multiple days here. So they started on the 20th. I think they end for a week. It's a very long time here, but you can now shop Black Friday here on bestbuy.com. And we're going to go over some of the Apple deals that they have right now for you. So to jump right into it, we're going to focus only on the Apple stuff here. Let's talk about what the best deals are out there right now. Now, I'm sorted this by best selling, but then I'm going to go over some individual areas here. One thing I will point out, no Apple Watch deals on Best Buy. They have refurbished items, so they didn't have any Apple Watch deals at all, which I was a little surprised, but there was nothing. They're selling their bands at a cheap rate. So if you want to get a band or an Apple Watch charger, you get a good deal. But beyond that, yeah, you're not getting any deals. And honestly, they're Series 3 and Series 4, where you can just get an SE right now that matches this quality. So I wouldn't even buy these. So just a very interesting observation that I found. All right, back to the main page. So we do have the best deal they have right now, which is the MacBook Air 13-inch, the M4 chip version. And it is a 16 gig model 256, and you're saving $250 with a $749 value. Very good deal there, I think, for that. And then pretty much you're going to see this everywhere. $299, $50 off if you want to get a new iPad 11-inch on there. They're also selling the M2 version of this one for $649. So you're talking a $100 difference between an M4 and an M2. I would tell you, just get the M4 version. Honestly, I think that's a better value than getting the $649, to be honest with you. You're talking a 2-year difference, and I would tell you that for $100, it's not worth it to do that. They're selling the USB-C version of the AirPods Max, might I add, a 5-year-old product here for $429. The Mac Mini, very good deal right here, $749. That's better than the student discount deal. So if you're looking to get a Mac Mini, this might be a good option right now for that size. I mean, $256, you can get that, or for $512, you can get that as well. But they're not offering the deal for the $512, so you're stuck with the $256. But for the extra money that you have to pay, you're going to get an external hard drive, and you can work off that. They have the 15-inch laptop M4 version. If you want to do that, $250 savings for $949. You have the Solos Beats, $129, you're saving $70 there. And the Power Beats Pro 2s are $199, $50 savings there. They are going to be showing you some refurbished items on here, which, by the way, a 64 gig version of iPad, I can tell you right now, I have that. Don't get that. It's not worth it. You'll fill it up too quickly. AirPods, some really good deals here. AirPods 4 are $79.99, $50 savings right here. Not a bad deal at all. It's probably the best deal I've found so far for these products. If you want to get the third generation, the brand new AirPods Pro 3 that just came out, $219.99. So you're saving $30 right there if you want to do that. Also, if you're part of their Best Buy program, you might also get a deal, like our money back for that. So just something to keep in mind if you're part of their program. AirPods Pro 4, if you want the active noise, it's a $40 savings, $139.99. And if you still want to get the AirPods Pro 2, they are selling these really cheap. I can tell you right now, $186, I've seen it cheaper. So I will tell you that try to look around for AirPods Pro 2s. I think, they're still just really that good. AirPods Pro 2s, for me, are perfect. They are a little annoying sometimes after they're in the ear for a period of time, but trust me, it's worth it. But I don't think this deal right here, I think you could probably get a little bit better deal for that. And they're selling other versions of the AirPods Pro 3 if you want to get that. Again, there's second generation, the AirPods Mac 2. So we've already kind of go over all of the AirPods. There is a HomePod deal. You can save $30 if you want to get a HomePod. I can tell you right now, I have 2 HomePods in my home right now that I stream off my Apple TV. The sound is amazing on that. AirTags, $17.99, you're saving $11, or $69.99 if you wanted to get the 4-pack of AirTags. Actually, this was cheaper prior to Black Friday. They had a Black Friday deal, like a pre-Black Friday deal, and this was actually cheaper at the time. So this actually really didn't work out in our favor here. And the best deal right now, if you wanted to get a laptop, MacBook, you again go back to the $749 deal. They do have a deal down here if you wanted to get the M1 version. It's a certified refurbished for $400. I'm hoping Apple's going to come out with like a $500 laptop soon, where this will be completely pointless. But they do have a lot of deals on here. Some of them are $500 in savings if you want a Max chip, $500 off. So you're getting some pretty high savings here if you go a high level of Mac. So for that, that's a pretty nice thing. With the iPads, they're selling refurbished iPads if you want. Like I said, don't do that. I wouldn't do anything with a 64. If you want an M3 one, you're saving $150 right here for the iPad Air. Not a bad deal at all, $449 for this version. And then, of course, they still have the older versions of the iPad, and they even have the refurbished 10.9 too. Like, if you're kids, if you want to get kids iPads, this would be a good option. I think this is a good idea to get them a really cheap iPad for $159.99. Wow, that's a good deal. I would do that. Like, if you have a small child like I do, I have a 4-year-old, and he doesn't need the greatest iPad, this would be a great deal to get, even if it's refurbished. And again, they have a lot more refurbished items on here. So that is the Best Buy deal that they have going on here for them. And I just wanted to go over some of the deals. I'm going to definitely do a comparison sheet so I could see what the differences are. Not too bad this year. I think there were better deals throughout. You might want to check. I'm going to wait for Amazon to come out with some deals and see what they're going to say. But this is our first Black Friday deal on Best Buy. So definitely let me know if you find any better deals. Leave it in the comments below. Thank you very much, and I love every single one of you.